All right. So we just finished episodes, what was it? 7 and 8.
Yup.
Man.
What you think, bro?
You know, it's interesting coming off the feelings of that.
Yeah.
Is way different than 5 and 6.
I agree.
Because 5 and 6, we were crazy hype.
Yeah.
And like right now, I just want to sit in it.
This is like
It's
more emotion.
Somber.
Yeah.
And unexpected. Like, Maul was beaten.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. Everything is topsy-turvy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a bigger fan of Docky and Two Boots at this moment.
Yeah.
Because they did a good job. Just like, Maul really seems to have dropped the ball on planning and strategy. Like, he didn't foresee a lot of this.
Yep.
And that surprises me. You know? For him to be caught basically with his pants down.
I agree. He doesn't have big enough support currently, I feel like.
Maybe. But I also feel like his power should have been so much greater than what we were seeing. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
I feel very much like he should have been able to dig deep and like really.
That's
obviously,
what I
we
was
know.
saying.
So we know both of those Inquisitors live.
Yep.
So it's not like he can dispatch them,
right.
Which I'm a little disappointed about.
Which is probably why they had to do it this way.
Yeah. So that's kind of a bummer. Because what was the first guy, Marok or whatever? We see him in Ahsoka.
And same with the other guy.
And the other guy we see in Tales of the Jedi. So, where Ahsoka kills both of them. So Ahsoka's goated.
Actually.
But it's interesting because Ahsoka and Maul's powers should be similar.
I agree.
Like, Ahsoka's not that much stronger. That's why she couldn't beat him before.
I think she becomes a little more powerful.
I mean, obviously.
But I agree. I think Maul should be able to dispatch of them.
Yeah.
What I don't agree with necessarily is I don't like how they made it seem like Maul's legs are such a huge weakness for him.
I feel like it's a plot cop-out.
Yeah, like that. Literally, it's only because they know that these two Inquisitors have to live why they're making the story go the way it is.
Yeah.
Because other than that, Maul should be able to dispatch them, like we said.
He should be able to handle business.
Like, I mean, Maul has fought...
Handle it.
How many people with these legs so far? He's fought Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
Obi-Wan didn't, like, cause any issues with his legs.
Well, and these legs... How many people in the Clone Wars did he fight with these legs? You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, why is it all of a sudden they're just, like, falling apart?
This is the weakness. They're falling apart.
They're literally just falling apart. Oh, my knee is hurting. I jump off a ledge and I jump 20 feet down. Now my knee is effed up even more.
Yeah.
And then now I have to lose this fight because now my leg's hurting more. And then he slices my leg to make it even worse.
He's like a 30-year-old that hasn't exercised.
Facts, bro.
And then tried to play sports. He's like, my knee hurts.
Literally, bro. Again, I think their hands are tied with what they're doing, but...
Well, it's their choice to introduce the two Inquisitors that they've chosen to introduce, and I'm just questioning the decision to bring those two guys in.
That's fair. I think maybe it should have been like the Grand Inquisitor?
No, I think they should have just invented a new Inquisitor and been like, ta-da!
Fair. I think...
Because, like, why not? I feel like every show we get a new one.
I think it should have been the other way around. I think Maul should have been, like, wiping the floor with them. And then they, like, just narrowly escape. Kind of like how...
And
how
then
this fight was
but backwards.
Reversed.
I agree.
And then, like, they have to cause the cave to come tumbling down on Maul. And he jumps out the way. And they escape just barely. And now they go back.
And it isolates him from getting through.
Correct.
So he has to go around.
And now
I'm cool with him getting injured a little bit, but like,
yeah,
stop using his legs like a crutch.
Yeah, they gotta stop acting. And he's not that much older now either.
No, he's
this
not.
Is a year after the Clone Wars, bro.
He's not that old. He's still in his
prime, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just like mentally or emotionally, Maul is kind of like
unraveling
right now.
maybe.
And that's the word I use. I feel like he's unraveling a little bit by the middle of episode 7. Maybe it's kind of part of like a...
Or the beginning of 8. Because,
yeah.
It's
but
just
to me, it
hard
started
tell.
happening in 7 because why? Like, he's cool, calm, and collected in the fight against Maroc in episode 6 when he saves Devin and Riley.
Yeah.
And then now he's leading them away to escape.
Oh,
But
their
all of a
confrontation on the
sudden-
bridge when he sort of seems to lose it a little bit.
Yeah. And even when his Mandalorian team is like, yo, we got to start paying them because they're just going to start dipping.
Yeah, why do they keep leaving the supplies places? They
Bro,
literally made them put the supplies down.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
It's like, if it's money they need, let them pillage. Like,
you
why?
should.
What are you doing?
It kind of helps everybody. When you
Yeah, that's true. They've been leaving money places
Yeah.
the entire time they've
Yeah,
been doing
bro.
stuff.
And
Because
Maul's
we
just-
keep saying Maul's like, it's not the point.
And I don't know what, because at that point you got to like explain to them, okay, then what is the point?
Uh-huh.
Like, I get you have this deeper purpose and this deeper meaning,
Yeah.
and you trying to get this apprentice and do all this and fight the Empire, cool. But what about me?
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing that.
I'm not a fan of like team meetings, but like this one seems like they need one.
Yeah, bro, they definitely need
This
it.
needs to be a, hey, everybody get on the same page.
Because they're definitely not.
They're not on the same page.
And this ultimately, I feel like, leads to Maul getting captured too, because he doesn't have, like I say, he doesn't have this big of a support.
No,
what he has to
I
understand is, if the Empire knows where you're at, they're sending hundreds.
Oh yeah, that's their thing.
You
They're
don't
like,
have that.
I have minions. I'm just gonna send people until you're
Yeah,
enveloped.
it's just too much for you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how I feel about episode 7, to be honest. I like it. I mean, I've liked every episode so far,
Yeah.
but there's some that were a little more underwhelming than the rest.
Well, I didn't feel underwhelmed. I was just surprised at the direction that it turned.
Some of the choices they took, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, my favorite part of those 2 episodes had nothing to do with Maul.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay, the bridge.
yeah.
That's high-speed chase.
Yep. I mean,
Yeah.
the 2 boots flipping sides was shocking, and I enjoyed that.
I had a feeling it was coming because they put so
I did
much
not.
emphasis on the droid.
I definitely thought he was gonna like be a stickler and basically join the Empire.
Nah,
But-
I mean, there's always a droid in,
Yeah.
in these groups and everything.
How you doing?
What's up, bro?
But I was basically feeling like the droid, quote unquote, for the show was the bad guy droid.
Oh, I got you.
And I
got
was
you.
like, well, here we are. That's it.
Mm.
I mean, it's way cooler that he's now there.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
like that we have the whole gang together.
Mhm.
And I like that Docky is like rolling with it. I mean, we're really seeing some... Hang on one second.
Oh, yeah, forgot
I
that's
like
right.
the fact that he's kind of playing along and
Yeah.
he's going with stuff. But I'm loving how Devin
Yeah.
is turning out to be, like we were talking about, just a bit of a almost like a more aggressive Ahsoka.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seems to have a lot of talent. Like if you combined Ahsoka and Anakin together, you sort of get
Literally.
a bit of a mix.
This is leaving the Jedi Order Ahsoka. That version of her, just a little bit darker.
Yeah, just tuned up just a little bit, just turned up.
And the conflicted Anakin.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
a little bit of conflicted, early day conflicted Anakin.
Yeah.
Tapping into that power every so often. Because that's what we see every time Darth Maul gets her alone. If he can't convince her with words, he pushes her to the point of her dipping into power
Yeah.
to fight.
I think at this point, he's on cruise control with her,
Maybe.
where I don't think he needs to do anything else. I
You
feel
think
like,
you think the dominoes have started to fall?
yeah. I think he planted the seed in what, the second episode was it? Second or third, where he had her?
Yeah,
And told
when he
her-
first
yeah.
got her.
I think that was him planting the seed, and ever
Yeah.
since then, he didn't have to do anything else.
I mean, I think that it needed pushing
He's,
for sure.
like you said, to your credit, he definitely did the kind of like fight me or fight this and use your anger kind of thing. But I just feel like what I think about with this is, imagine if when Dooku has Obi-Wan captured in Attack of the Clones, and Dooku is literally telling Obi-Wan everything that is happening. He basically just tells him the truth. He's not trying to manipulate him. He's just like, yo, what would you say if I told you that the whole Republic was under the control of Darth Sidious and blah, blah, this, and oh my god, the Jedi are going to fall, blah, blah.
Yeah.
If Obi-Wan believed him,
or
just listen, maybe not believe, but like made him question things.
If he wouldn't have been so arrogant in assuming that the Jedi knew everything.
Correct.
Or that Yoda knew everything.
To me, that's what this is. To where it's like more of the truth is being revealed to her, and he doesn't have to do much else.
Yeah.
Like, because all of it is already there, and she's just like, Like, she's listening.
Making a lot of sense, yeah.
On the inside, she's listening to him.
Yeah.
But she's masking that.
Well, it's affecting her decision making.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, like, when she went in defiance of her master, that was another domino falling.
And Maul didn't have anything to do with that.
Didn't have anything to do with that. But she's now very much like a action-driven person as opposed to a passive. And I think, and what's interesting is that the master is letting it happen.
Yeah,
I'm seeing a lot of like novel, like Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
their master Padawan relationship throughout the novelizations and books and stuff kind of feels like this, where the master who's like more calm, collected, and then Obi-Wan who's like, nah, I'm gonna go help the people. I'm gonna go help do this. You know, there was one of there was
like, all right,
and Qui-Gon's like, fine,
yeah,
you're not part of the Jedi Order. Why you do this though?
Yeah.
Is what I think I remember happening. Because there's one. I remember this book series where they split up, where he was like because Obi-Wan likes a girl, and she's part of a guerrilla resistance movement on a planet.
Wow. And
he goes to help them, and Qui-Gon does not approve, and he leaves. And he's like, bye. And it's like his Obi-Wan's journey reconnecting properly with the Force, because he lets emotions sort of get in the way, and then coming back to Qui-Gon and like this whole thing. And it feels like very much like I'm letting you lead for a minute, because of where your passions are. Because also, like, simultaneously, he doesn't have Devin doesn't have any, like, she's not wrong. She's not necessarily wrong.
No.
And some of her decisions might be emotionally driven, which I think is maybe a caution to the master. But, like, he's not saying no. He's, like, playing it.
His caution with it, I feel like, is every time she makes a decision now, and it's a little more emotion-based, he's always like, that's not you, that's Maul. But, like you said, he is kind of, like, letting it play out right now.
A little. I mean, when she defied him about going to help with getting... whatever the kid's name is. Riley. That wasn't Maul. I don't think Daki called her out as being like, hey, that's Maul talking.
No.
He was just kind of like,
I think, I could have swore he said something like, that he sent something, like, goes, like he sent something different.
I gotta rewatch it.
Oh, no, because remember he said he was like, who else was there or something like that. Like, who else was with you?
He was like,
and
when
was
he
like,
was initially asking, when he was
Uh-huh.
initially asking how they got away.
Yep.
She was like, nah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, thanks.
Nobody was there.
He's
He didn't
just
say
a friend.
nobody. He was like, yeah.
He's like a brother to me, okay?
He's like my best friend. He's like a brother. Yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
The one you ain't got to worry about.
Always the one you got to worry about.
Always the one you got to worry about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, man, I'm like, at this point, this is such a compelling story and concept, because who you feel is, quote unquote, the bad guy, and I know Maul is supposed to be, but the decisions she makes that kind of aligns with Maul's plans are actually for the greater good. And that's what makes it seem more compelling, because it's like she's not necessarily wrong.
Yeah, they are playing. I don't know if they're for the greater good.
Well,
or
not necessarily, but for hers.
Like,
because, like, when she's like, let's go save Riley, and Daki's like, no at first. When she goes to save him, to me, that's actually the right thing to do.
So my take... I agree with you. But I can also see from Daki's point of view being like, you are satisfying a need to save people when we don't need to be here. You're satisfying a personal need for validation and for, at this point, maybe attachment. That you're like, now you feel that you are integral to this, so you have to.
But now the issue with that though is taking, and I don't disagree with that at all, but taking the attachment part out of it. Think of, what's a good way to put this? It's like the whole main purpose for the Jedi Order, right, is being keepers of the peace. So to me, it's not until the fall of the Republic where they just give up on that. And they're just like, whatever. Because before then, they're stepping in and they're helping people. Not as soldiers, but they're keeping the peace. So to me now, Devin, she's a young Jedi. She's not seasoned. She's not mature yet. But she's like, it feels like our main purpose and sole purpose of being here is to save and protect. And we're not doing that.
Yeah, and we're not doing that.
So it's not necessarily so much only the attachment, which is a part of it, but it's also like, yo,
her interpretation of what she's been taught.
Who I am.
Yeah.
We're supposed to go do this.
Yeah.
So why are we not?
Yep.
But the Jedi
and that's
Order
why
is,
ultimately I agree with you. I'm I
yeah.
think that she's probably in the right, but I can understand maybe the master seeing more and being like, this is a teaching opportunity, even though it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I were in her position, I'd be the exact same. I'd be like, no, obviously we're gonna go help now.
I mean, because it's kind of screwed to just be like, damn, yeah, my bad, I let your son get captured. But anyway, good luck with that, getting him back.
Bye.
We're out. Like,
obviously we made it worse. I guess we'll just dip out now.
Nah, you gotta at least help.
You're in there too deep.
Yeah. So that's my thought on the, like, to sum up both of them, but to go more deeper into episode 8, which is what I really want to do, because to me episode 8 was the better of the 2 episodes.
Yeah.
My favorite scene in this whole season so far is Maul's kind of
his mental
fluctuating in and out of, I don't want to say consciousness, but out of
insanity.
Yeah. It's kind of like a callback to when he was defeated by Obi-Wan, and now he's on the trash planet, losing his mind, and only hatred keeps him going. It's kind of a callback to that.
Yeah. They even reference it.
Yeah, they reference it.
And I really enjoy that, yeah.
That was great.
So
that flashback, cool. Everything he's been through. I love seeing they're just going into so much depth and character development for Maul.
Yes.
Where it's just constantly something new that you're seeing.
A new angle.
It's always, like, we know, like, the diehard Star Wars fans know what Maul has been through. But to see it in his show, and you see him, like, almost crying. He's welling up, and he's getting emotional, and he's just, like, you see the inner child come out, literally.
The wounded inner child, the reflection,
bro. You literally see the inner child, like, no, please, Sidious, no, don't take me from my brother. Oh, my God, no, my family. And it's, like, heartbreaking, bro.
I mean, he's... I think it's him. We're getting to see him dig deep and let hatred keep him going again, though.
Yeah.
So, like, it's like, I won't... But, okay, the thing that is interesting to me is it's not just hate and revenge. There's a sense of, like, healing the part of him that was hurt.
Yeah.
And also, like, almost a sense of maternity towards anyone else that Sidious would get his hands on. Because he, like, the thing that I think is interesting is that he's got a soft spot
for these young ones,
for kids almost.
Yeah.
Where he's like, he's more interested in protecting and growing someone, even if he doesn't know how to do it, because he's Maul, than he is maybe some other things, or it's on the same level.
Yeah, no, Maul absolutely has an attachment thing.
Yeah,
where it's
because
like,
he didn't get attachment.
Yeah,
and
traditional Sith, they're like, I'm gonna get an apprentice just because I have to, like,
keep it going.
I gotta pass it along.
Yeah.
But if I had to, I'd get rid of them within, like, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
If I kill them, if somebody else kills them, whatever. I'll get another one, or I'll move on. Doesn't matter.
They're expendable.
Yes.
And they abuse the absolute crap out of them.
Yes,
and
bro. For him, he's like, I care about this person.
Yeah.
Like, I actually want to see them succeed.
Yeah, Maul only takes on people that he finds true connection and interest with. And he obviously other things have to be there, like talent and skill and whatever, but, like, he doesn't just dime a dozen pick a person.
Maul is a
which
father,
is interesting. Bro. He is. Honestly, yeah.
Maul's a father.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, like, a really compelling, like, part of his story where visually, literally what even George Lucas and everybody, and when it came to creating him as a character, they said they wanted, like, once you look at Maul, you know he's the bad guy. He just was supposed to look like pure evil.
Mm-hmm.
And they obviously nailed all that, but when you really like peel back the layers of Maul,
Well, now that he has more layers,
bro, it's such a you got this guy who is literally just supposed to be devilish and looking terrible and crazy and evil.
Yeah.
But he has so much to him and so much like hatred but compassion at the same time.
Yeah.
Like I've never seen that mix in a character before.
No, he's a really intricate. There's a lot of depth.
Like even Darth Vader, like there was confliction. Is that a word? Confliction? Conflict.
Yeah.
There was conflict within him between the light and the good. And
The light and the dark.
Light and the dark. Yeah, there you go. Light and the dark. Obviously, Anakin and Vader fighting. But when he was like Darth Vader, he was like almost fully gone. It was like
Like he disassociated.
yeah, bro. Anakin was like literally a different person. So, but Maul, the confliction while still being himself and not being so disassociated with reality is like, it's so compelling to me. And it's such a good concept. And I love what they're doing with Maul. I think it's going to be super heartbreaking. Oh, no, I can't say that because obviously we already know what happens to him. I was about to say, if and when he dies, it's going to be so sad. But
yeah,
we obviously already know Obi-Wan kills him. But I mean, overall, his story's amazing, man. I love it. I love it so far. I love what they're doing.
I'm definitely kind of at a loss. Like, I think coming out of this, because we always try and give predictions on what's going to happen. And at this very moment, I don't know that I have one.
Nope.
Because initially, I thought Devin would have been working with him by now.
Yeah.
More so than we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And this has just gone a different direction. And I'm not mad at it, but I also am like, I don't know where we go from here.
I think they're playing it very smart.
100%.
I think because they know this isn't Tales of the Jedi and this isn't Tales of the Empire or anything.
Yeah.
They know they have time to work with these characters.
Yeah.
Tales of the Jedi and all that, it's like, damn, we got 6 episodes. Let's try to cram all this in real quick. But this is like, we can take our time. We don't have to rush. Devin, I still believe, will at some point become Maul's apprentice, but it doesn't have to happen in season 1. It can happen in season 2. They're already renewed.
That's true.
For it.
That's what it is feeling like, is that they've initiated something that we're not going to see come to fruition until either the very end of the very last episode of season 1 or somewhere in season 2.
Absolutely. But because of that, if it was like only like a, hey, this is a new Darth Maul show limited series, only like a 1 season and then it's off kind of thing.
Yeah, we could see
like,
an end to it. Yeah, but in this case, we got time.
Yeah,
because it's the most watched thing, so it's gonna get greenlit repeatedly. And if it stays this good, there's no reason it's not gonna go multiple seasons. So,
and what I hope.
Oh, pet peeve. Hang on, soapbox. They have got to stop putting the acolyte at the end, so that it auto plays when you're done with Maul and then pops up as like everyone's watching it again. Yeah, that annoys the absolute Disney, we're on to you. Anyway. We know what you're doing. You're stacking the deck.
Oh man, please.
No one likes acolyte. Stop it.
Don't show
Put
us.
Put Clone Wars at the end.
Actually,
Clone Wars. Read my lips. All right.
Actually. And it's tied together, so why not?
Yes, it doesn't make any sense. No one wants to watch that crap.
Bro.
It's the worst.
Very good point.
Anyway, sorry, I just had to get that out there.
You are all good.
I saw somebody being like, it's trending again. I'm like, yeah.
It's not.
For the first 30 seconds when we forget that something comes on autoplay after. And then we're like, and then we turn it off.
Terrible show. I don't think Acolyte was ever at number 1 like Maul is right now.
Acolyte never broke in the charts. It
didn't do anything.
No. And it has some of the lowest. Yeah, it almost broke my TV.
Yep. Bro.
It was at it was one of the lowest Rotten Tomato scores ever. It's awful. Anyway, moving on. Sorry. Soapbox there moment.
I think I want to see Lawson actually survive now. These are my closing thoughts. I want to see Lawson survive. I want to see him become a main character within the Resistance.
Ooh.
Like a Han Solo kind of guy.
Yeah,
he's
or an
obviously
Andor
yeah, man, Andor kind of guy. I love it. I want to see Riley grow up into that. Or go ahead. I think it would have been cool if apologies to everybody once again. As a reminder, I've never seen Andor through through its entirety. But
Bruh.
I think
Commit, man.
I have to.
Let's go.
I feel like it'd be really cool though, because again, I don't know if there's like they show this in the show in Andor as like a backstory for him, but I think it would be cool if they tied Andor in with this a little bit, and like maybe instead of Riley, maybe
it's the right time frame. It's the right time frame, but we don't have access to other Jedi. Like, there's no knowledge of other Jedi really during the time of the Resistance.
That's true.
So we don't. In order for that to happen, either the Jedi have to die as he gets there, or it'd be very cool though. I mean,
I think it'd be cool if like instead of Riley, it was
somehow
Andor.
they wrote it in.
If Andor was Lawson's son instead of Riley, I think that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
And you see like a young.
But we already have a whole backstory for Andor, but
but yeah. So I hope Lawson goes on, becomes like an Andor kind of character within the Resistance. I can't wait to see Devin become Darth Devin or whatever her name's gonna be. Real quick too. Where I hope this goes with this show, I hope Maul keeps going as long as people watch it. Actually, or at least until the story's kind of been told. Because you can't go too far because we already know Maul has an end.
Yeah.
So there's not much.
But we have a lot of years to play with.
Yeah, you do.
Because he doesn't end for a long time.
It is a while. So you can go on with Maul as long as you want to. I'm gonna watch.
Yeah.
Where I hope this leads to though is within this animation art style, I want to see more Star Wars content in this animation. For example, an original trilogy character show like this with Luke and Leia and Han
on an adventure
in this animation, bro.
Oh my gosh, man, that would be really cool.
Because you think we obviously haven't seen them since Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
we see them come back in the sequels, which don't really count to us. But even if you want to say it counts,
those don't count.
You don't see all three together,
and you don't see them where they should have been.
No,
because all of us have expectations from the books.
Correct.
So the shows just don't. The movies.
And
I just don't even want to acknowledge them, honestly.
You can never fix it in live action.
You'd have to pull a Sonic the Hedgehog and be like, "Ooh, we goofed," and then redo it, and they're never gonna do that. So I just don't like to acknowledge it. You can because Carrie Fisher's gone.
So you got. What I would love to see is that.
Yeah.
I want to see more of the freaking adventures.
Yeah, call it What If, and then just do like a George Lucas.
Literally,
Here it is. You know. I would be very down for that.
I want to see an Old Republic show. I want to see.
Before I start throwing expectations out at them, though, I want them to continue to be on a roll with this.
I agree.
I'm still holding my breath because
I just think this is.
I don't know how much damage Kathleen Kennedy did leaving. I'm still nervous that as things come out, maybe her hand had a lot to do in some of it, and therefore it's going to come out acolyte-y.
But that's why I'm okay with the shows I was saying, because there would be such new ideas.
Yeah,
it would come after her time.
Yeah,
she wouldn't have had any kind of hand in it at all
that we know of.
That we know of.
Yeah, man, I had something I wanted to say about Riley, and I can't remember now. In the synopsis. Shoot.
What you wanted her to become?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'm definitely interested in them becoming part of the Resistance and the Rebels. Excuse me. Yeah, because the Resistance is a
the
sequel thing.
Man, see how
that's why they
renamed.
That's how they renamed it. Is that it can't be the Rebels? We can't rebel. We have to resist. It's politics.
It doesn't
politics for them.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Doesn't even make sense.
Anywho, so a rebel.
It's all the same thing.
And I'm thinking it'd be really cool if that something came out of that. I can't remember what I was gonna say about Riley though. I don't remember. I'm definitely interested to see where they go.
Yeah.
As a little group of them.
Yeah. I hope they all stick together.
I mean,
to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't care that. Well.
That's a cool motorcycle.
I'm counting on Docky to die soon. I will say that I'm not the biggest Docky guy. I don't care for him.
Man, give this guy a second to turn his bike off, because it's probably loud.
Is he gonna sit there and let it idle like that?
Yeah. What are you doing? There we go. Okay.
I'm not the biggest Docky guy. I don't care for him. He's I think he's there just to
move the plot along.
Yeah.
Although my favorite thing I saw in episode 8 is him flick that speeder into the gunship.
Amazing.
I was literally like, hands up in the air, like, what did I just see?
Nah, coolest
Love
scene
that.
for sure.
Love that. Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just, I think it's time for him to go. It's time for Devin to kind of try to figure things out on her own, get scooped up by Maul, and realize they are the same.
I just don't think their story's there yet.
I think they're gonna have another conversation, especially after Maul's disassociation or whatever.
Yeah. Well, and now that it's them, and they've created some breathing room between themselves and the Empire.
Yeah.
They're gonna have like a moment to breathe in the next episode or two, and have a heart to heart and being like, "Hey, what is actually going on?"
Yeah.
And she's gonna maybe reveal a little bit more of where her head's at. But I mean, Two Boots, Lawson, and Riley. None of them can go back now. They're permanently ostracized, and we don't know if his accomplice informant lady is alive. Although that was a power move on her part.
Nah, like, kudos to her,
yeah,
man. Like,
that was awesome.
Yeah.
So hopefully, they get... it's just going to be interesting to see where it goes.
Well, I do like what they're doing, too. Thank you for reminding me. I love how these side characters have power within themselves. And I don't mean the Force. I don't mean Jedi
but they're good.
But they're good,
Quality
man.
characters.
Like, Lawson isn't out here just shooting and missing like a stormtrooper.
No, he is nailing with a handgun.
Sniper, bro. He's a sniper. You got his informant, and obviously she was a bounty hunter, I believe.
She was.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously she has some skill anyway.
She has some skill.
But to see her be able to take care of herself, and it wasn't just like I'm just dying real quick kind of thing.
Yeah, no,
like,
that was took out all those stormtroopers and then blew the ship up.
Oh my god! Like I love that.
Hopefully took out the cigarette skinned the officer guy. Yeah, you see his little little nicotine chase. His
admiral,
messed up skin.
Bro.
The admiral, yeah. So, or captain or whatever he was.
I love where we're at.
Overall it's cool, and I'm just interested to see. Darth Maul has lost some people, but Red Dawn. So did he establish Red Dawn?
Crimson Dawn.
Crimson Dawn, thank you.
Yeah, Crimson
Dawn. You're right. Did he establish Crimson Dawn? And then when he lost out on all of the syndicates and stuff, did he just lose everything? So now Red Dawn is... Oh my gosh. Crimson Dawn is run by somebody else, and now they're reaching back out to him? Because just doing a quick search on Crimson Dawn, it looks like he established it.
Unless he chose who he put in charge.
Unless, that's fair.
Kind of like he did with the Pikes just now.
And so now they know where to get in touch with him?
Yeah.
I don't know. That I'll have to do some more looking into. But that's just an interesting thing that I was like,
I'm sure it's in Clone Wars.
Crimson Dawn? I can't remember. I think it might
is.
be, but I don't remember. I don't know. That I'll have to do some more looking into, because it's in the Solo movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because that's when you see Kira, and Darth Maul, and because they're all involved with Crimson Dawn. So that's an interesting
side story.
Yeah. So I'll be interested to see where that goes, and as we start to unpack that.
I love it, man. Like I said, I love where we're at. I really feel like this show is the stepping stone to Star Wars coming back, whether that be hopefully live action as well. But definitely animation.
Yeah.
But we'll see, man. But this is phase 1 to Star Wars revival. This is the first post Kathleen Kennedy content we've gotten, and both Sam and Dave Filoni have done nothing but
just deliver.
Yeah.
And props to Sam Witwer for his performance in these episodes with Maul, sort of his psyche coming unraveled a little bit.
Yep.
Just another
honestly
stellar performance.
I really feel like Sam,
I was in it.
Every single episode I see it, I feel like he deserves an Emmy or an Oscar, whatever it is.
I don't know which one it is. He deserves an award.
He deserves an award for these performances, man.
Oh, they're just so beautifully done.
These are some of the best voice work
quality.
I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I gotta go back and watch more Maul from Clone Wars.
Yeah.
And Rebels as comparison, but I mean, he's always been excellent. But now that I think I'm paying more attention, I'm realizing just how excellent.
Yeah.
So I'm loving it. I
can't wait for a 9 and 10.
Yeah, can't wait.
Season finale.
Can't believe that's going to be the end of the season.
Yeah. It's gonna suck.
As far as the podcast goes, though, our herders, we will be dropping another episode May 4th that won't be reactionary. It'll just be a fun episode. So I hope to have you guys tune in, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you there.
And once we get more, y'all, like, please tune in with some more ideas and content you guys want to see.
Yeah.
Whether that be different games, top 10s,
Face reveals.
That's coming. That's coming for sure.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a good time. So stick with us, and can't wait for it to grow.
Yeah. In the meantime, may the force be with you, and we'll see you guys on the next jaunt.
Peace.
Bye.